cultivating joy tonight, spicing up the garden, making sure the vibe is right, from the veggies to the flowers.
Hi everybody, Farmer Chaz here, and I'm super duper excited to finally show you my completed indoor growing for hydroponics. So I'm going to be giving some updates on my hydroponics, what I have so far. Excuse me in advance if I'm looking at the notes, but I want to make sure I give you accurate information as to what I have. So I started growing in hydroponics, I want to say at least a month or so ago, and I've already had plenty of action. So as much as I wasn't comfortable with growing in hydroponics, I'm finally getting there. I'm finally getting there. So let's take a look at the different hydroponics that I have. Eventually I'll do a video and try to compare the systems that I have, but as of right now I have my fifth. Even though the fifth hydroponic system isn't growing yet, we do have it in here, and as you can see I have a shelf here dedicated solely to hydroponic systems. So there's one at the top, two here, another one, and then one that I have to unbox a little bit later. So I can tell you what my goal is for growing hydroponics, and my goal is simply to have something to do during the wintertime. I want it for seed starts. I want it for something that I could probably take indoors during the wintertime for flowers. My flower growing, I have a bit of a learning curve, so I'm going to be leaning on the garden community for lots and lots of help, herbs, and then also different things to put inside my green stalk. So granted, the reason why I have the hydroponics is I am going to be transferring a lot of things, not only to my garden, but to other people's gardens. So let's just take a close-up look into the different hydroponic systems that I have. All right, let's go. An introduction to my hydroponic systems are the first two, 1 and 2, are garden cubes. The garden cubes are a fairly small system. They hold about 3 liters each, and planted in each one is something different. So in this one, the white one, we named it CC. In the white one, we have a salad bar, and inside the salad bar, currently we have a tomato, 2 lettuce plants, and a cucumber plant. The cucumber plant is parthenogenic. And then we have started 2 separate lettuces because the lettuces that we had in there have slightly, well, bolted. So the one thing I like about the garden cube is that the light tilts up and down. I like that it raises up fairly high. We're going to move it off of this shelf sooner or later. Holds about 3 liters of water. Has the standard baskets in them. And in the other garden cube that we have over here are flowers, also holding about 3 liters of water. The light does shift up and down so you can get a full view of it. And one of the highlights that I love about it is the lights are on a timer, and you can switch it to flower or vegetable. You can turn the water pump on and off, and it's just a very easy system to use, especially for beginners. So that is the garden cube setup, and next we'll go on to another hydroponic system that I have. My third hydroponic system that I was able to start was the A-Hope garden. The A-Hope garden holds about 5 liters of water. I have planted brassicas in it. Some of them I have already transplanted out. But what I love about the A-Hope garden is that here on the power panel, it has the humidity and the temperature. It also has the flowers, fruits, vegetables power sign. This particular system, the light does go all the way up and down. It goes up fairly high. If you can go back and watch the unboxing video, it holds about 12 pods, so I can completely plant it out, which I plan on doing for the spring plants. I'm going to go in and start my seedlings, and so far so good with this particular system. I love it. I love it so much that I ended up getting another, which I'll show you a little bit later. And now we're going to move on to our fourth system in a bit. And this system right here, we named it Crescent. So this is my A-Hope garden, part of my hydroponics growing indoor. Here we have the Let Pot. So my Let Pot is one of my newest hydroponics growing system. It's the Let Pot LH Light, I like it a lot. The light doesn't go all the way down, but that's okay because it's a stronger light. It has 10 pods that can go inside it, 3.5 liters, fairly small. Right now we have some herbs going in it. I do like the color. I named this one Layla. So the let pot is actually going to share its shelf space with someone because we're going to turn it. But I like that it's very compact. It also has an app that goes to it, which I do have on my phone. And the app essentially lets me control it from somewhere else. So this is the let pot part of my hydroponics grow shelf row. And so let me just take you out so you can see all of the hydroponic systems that I will have. So we start at the top with the let pot. Her name is Layla. Then we come down to the second shelf. We have 2 garden cubes. The garden cubes hold 10 pods each. So we have Cece here, which is the salad bar. And then we have Shelly, which is the flower hydroponics. As we go down, we have the A-Hope garden. And then down at the bottom, we have an A-Hope garden that we will unbox fairly soon. So check it out. My hydroponics grow shelving system. And this is how I'm growing indoors, starting my indoor journey. And I'll be doing several updates and showing you everything that's going on. So let's go in, and I know that this particular garden cube, her name is Cece, needs a good trim. So I'll take you along with me. We're going to trim out some of the lettuce and I'll show you what the other plants are doing here. So I have a dwarf tomato here, and then I have the parthenogenic cucumber here. And now what I need to do, hopefully it doesn't blind me or you, is go in and trim out some of the lettuce here. So as I'm trimming the lettuce, let me see if I can scooch it back. As I'm trimming this lettuce, what I love about it is this is going to be the third trim. So I have my bowl here, and I have like a red lettuce, and it almost looks like it's bolting. So I think it's time for this one to come out, which is fine because I've gotten a lot of production out of it. And is this one bolting too? So I have 2 that are bolting. And I think it's the same brand or type of lettuce here. So I'm going to take these out. I'm going to trim out the bottom leaves and take these out of the system. And then it's going to leave me with 3 additional lettuce plants that I'll still be able to harvest from. I'll probably harvest some more. And then both of these here. So let's get to work. So what I've learned is to take from the bottom. We can remove all the crunchy leaves here. So take from the bottom. And man, these leaves are pretty big. And I have learned to simply just leave a few of leaves on it. So turn it around, and I'm trimming it, and then I'm going to give it water. So I'll probably speed you through. So let's just go ahead and finish trimming this here. So I'll just show everyone, you see this stem here? And then if I go all the way in and show you, this pretty much shows me that it bolted. So I'm hoping that the lettuce isn't too bitter. So I'm gonna take this one out. I'll get a cap to put on it. And then I'm also gonna trim the other one. Check it out, she bolted. So what I want to do is grab the light or the caps that go on here to cover the hole so that there's no algae that's going to get into the plants here. So I'm covering the hole so that the light itself doesn't, I think this is the wrong legs. So there's one lid here. So do I have another lid? So I'll probably have to cover the middle one with foil. I don't have another lid that'll fit this system. Actually, I might. Because I have 2 garden cubes, I could use a black one from the black system here. Garden cube. Here we go. All right, voila, another lid. So I guess it's a good thing I have 2 of the same system, but in different colors. And one of the last things I'm gonna do before I put her back is simply come out, trim out more of the lettuce for the lettuce that did not bolt. And I'm actually thinking of probably putting more baskets in with more lettuce seeds so I can continue to grow more and more lettuce. Giving her a good trim, and I'm only going to leave a few of the leaves here. All right, so we gave her a trim. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one over to the back side to give the tomato a little bit more space. Take off this one as well. So we have 1 lettuce plant left, well, 2 lettuce plants left, the cucumber and the tomato. Bend the light back, raise the light up. Next thing we have to do is feed it, give it some water. So I'm gonna put in, so a full liter is missing, and I'm gonna put in 1 liter of water to 0.5 mils of plant food. So I have the plant food here. I'm gonna put the plant food in first, and then I'll come back and I'll refresh the water. So 0.5. I would use and this is the hole that I normally use. I don't know why I feel like I have to keep using the same hole over and over again. I feel like there must be a reason why they label that way. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then 0.5 of the B. And eventually I'll probably look into different plant foods here. So got that. And then we're gonna cover back up this hole. Perfect, voila. Light, well, not perfect yet. We have to put water in it. Put the plant food back, water in it. And we'll put her back in a second as soon as we get some water in her. So I'm gonna try to put water in without making a mess, without using a measuring cup. I might have to lean my little tomato. You know, I'm gonna use the front hose since she's empty now. Can't make that much of a difference, but we shall see. All right, so gonna fill her back up to the water level that she's supposed to be. I pretty much followed the instructions thus far with this. And putting the plant food and the various things in here. So, oh man, it doesn't look like I barely put any water in there. Here we go. She's moving. All right. So now Cece can go back. She's filled, she's fed, she's pruned. We had some stuff bolt, and that's okay. And now she can go back to her spot. And eventually, I'm just gonna put some more lettuce seeds in here. And I'm actually thinking I may need to move what shelf she's on, and maybe put her up at the top so that the let pot can go on this shelf eventually. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of me showing you what I have going on with my hydroponics right now. Stay tuned for an unboxing of my last A-Hope garden. It's a little bit different than the one that I currently have. And from time to time, I'll come in and give you guys updates. So this is going to be the very first video of the hydroponics playlist, most likely. So stay tuned. And if you have any tips, tricks, especially when it comes down to these flowers, because my patience is this thin and I don't want to have to keep dropping seeds, please let me know. Here we are. We're looking at the CC Salad Bar Hydroponic System. It's a garden cube, holds about 3 liters of water, and I've had this planted for about a month and a half to 2 months. And I kind of knew something was about to happen. So check it out. I'll show you the lettuce that we pulled out. You see I had already trimmed the roots on this one, but beyond trimming the roots, let me show you why I knew this lettuce bolted. So you see how long the stem is. Check it out. See how long the stem is, and it started growing up, and we look fairly close. See if I can get you in close. It started kind of making flowers in the middle, very little leaves. So that was one. And this is another that we had in that system. And I pulled the leaves back. See if I can show you. I don't know if it's going to focus in, but I'll try to take some pictures and put it in. But you can also see the stem on this one, very large at the bottom as it bolts, goes in thin to make a smaller, not even like a head, but it looks like it's going to flower in the middle here. And that's how I knew the lettuce was bolting. So what am I going to do about the bolted lettuce? Nothing. I took it out of the baskets, going to wash off the baskets, soak some more sponges, and simply put these inside of my little compost bag here. And that's how I knew my lettuce was bolting. So at the end of the day, we have the CC salad bar. She still has her cucumbers going. She still has the tomatoes going. But at this point, she is missing a few of the lettuces. I'm going to go in, add 2 more lettuce seeds in here. Hopefully they germinate and I have no problems. And we'll continue to grow the salad bar for as long as we can. And eventually I'm going to have to tie up this cucumber, but right now it's very strong. But that is a key indicator as to what happened to the lettuce. So one of the things that I'm not quite sure about is the lettuce bitter, right? Is the lettuce bitter that I pulled off of it? So let me tell you. Slightly bitter, but because I got to it, I feel like early enough, still pretty much edible. So that's how I knew to remove the bolted lettuce from my hydroponic system. So we know that it takes lettuce not long to bolt, not long to grow. And here we go. We're going to start some more and still have my good salad bar hydroponic system. So since I have removed 2 of the salad or lettuce mixes here, I decided what I'm going to do is, number 1, I put the fan here to help with the strongness or whatever you want to call it for the tomato and the cucumber here. So I bought a battery operated fan here. I have already been pre-soaking some sponges. I'm going to put extra lettuce. I removed 2. I'm going to put 2 more back in. And I pre-soak some sponges here. Just going to toss those in to here. And I have a free packet of seeds that I got from, I think, Baker Creek. No, Greenstock. So I got some seeds from Greenstock when I ordered my Greenstock. And it's a salad bowl mix. So I'm just going to take a few of the seeds, put them in here. And one lesson that I learned is I don't need that many seeds for these because I ended up having to thin out before. So I'm going to put it right in the middle. I'll come back in and add the stickers in here. So I have another basket here where I put a pre-soaked sponge in, add a few more salad bowl mix lettuces in here. I am using the little tweezer things this time. Pour too many seeds in my hand, but this is just what I'm finding some little therapy. I did come in with a little wet wipe. I cleaned the top of the hydroponic system. I am going to go ahead and put the stickers back on here. I'm going to know that they're the salad bowl mix. I'm going to make note of it. What I'm hoping is that the light won't really affect it too much from not being down as low. I have some extra domes here that I'm going to put on to this particular system. But this is just a little hydroponics, what I like to call garden therapy maintenance. Putting the fan on, cleaning the hydroponic system off. I added water and nutrients to it. Took out the one that bolted, adding in the domes for the newly planted seeds here. And I'll write a note so that I know exactly what I did. I left 2 of the lettuces that did not bolt yet, and we still have the tomato here. So one thing I'm a little concerned about, when I look into the hydroponic system, I'm noticing that something is going on with these tomato leaves. Don't know what it is. I'm going to reach out to someone more experienced than me with tomatoes, because my first inclination, as bad as this may seem, is to take this tomato out of here and put it in some soil. Because the leaves, they're not really crunchy. They're very healthy, but they have some transparent spots on them, and I don't like that. So perhaps in the video I will drop a close-up picture of the leaves, maybe like right here, so that you guys can see. So I'll take a picture because I don't know if I can really zoom in properly with the camera that I'm using. But now I actually feel a little bit better because I get some of my caps back. I planted in some more lettuce into the holes, and there we are with some hydroponics maintenance. I still have the fan on it, and I'm hoping that this helps. I will keep an eye out on the 2 hydroponic systems that I have planted for the WIG, and then I'm gonna do an unboxing of the other hydroponic today. But thank you guys for joining me. This is just some updates on my hydroponics. In the meanwhile, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're a returner, please hit the thumbs up button and hype me up. All right, until next time, peace.